We are recording. All right, guys. We have so many people on the call tonight. I'm so excited for everything that Color Street is, what's happening with Color Street. So are you guys all like dying to know? I'm sure you guys have, there's so many of you on. Well, we are, I just want to kind of give you a little recap of our Leaders Retreat. We just got back actually yesterday. Christy and I did, and we did so many exciting things, and Christy's going to share a little bit about Mr. Park as well. So, Christy, do you want to share a little bit about him and his passion, his story?
Yes, absolutely. So, hi, everyone. I'm sorry for my appearance. We have just been go, go, go for like a week and a half. And then it was crazy getting out to leadership and literally somebody's saying they can't hear us. Can everybody else hear?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. So anyway, it was like a whirlwind out there for Laura and I, and we kind of joked that we had no time to do anything, so I am trying to decompress today, but it's kind of hard to decompress with all of the information that Laura and I have. We are so excited. We spent about 4.5 hours at the airport yesterday just talking and coming up with a game plan for some things with you guys, but you know, I will tell you a little bit. Laura, do you want to talk about his vision, or do you want me to do that, and I'll talk about what he did for me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can talk about that. So Mr. Park, he's an incredibly passionate, he has so much love for this company, for his employees specifically, and he really cares about us and the future of this company. There was a quote that we learned, actually Christy shared this quote with me. It is patient, great things take time, and empires aren't built in a day. And I love this quote when Christy shared it with me, because it speaks just so much about Color Street and how long it took to develop this product, how long it took to get the patents for the machines, everything. There's so many components that went into just developing our product. He seriously, like when we were back, he showed us the machines, how the nail polish strips were made, and it is amazing, the thought process. The man's a genius, isn't he, Christy? Like,
yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing to actually see it all come together and think that, wow, he created that.
Right. I mean, it's seriously the perfect harmony of just enough wet and just enough dry to make our nail polish unique. I mean, he's what's so different about our nail polish versus in cocoa, he has added a medical grade polymer into our nail polish. So it makes it so people who have an allergy to adhesives and whatnot, or not adhesive, but nail polish in general, they won't have a reaction to our polish. So unique things like that. I mean, it took him years to perfect this product, and then this took years, and people told him no over and over again, that this company would never go anywhere, this product would never go anywhere, he wouldn't do anything with this at all. And the reason I'm telling you this because there's so many exciting things we're going to share with you in a few more minutes. But it took determination, and he was consistent. He didn't give up. And I want to tell you to don't give up wherever you are in this business. Either you started today, or you started when we launched, that no matter whatever you're facing, just keep pushing through those no's, or until you get to the next yes. This story, this Color Street, it's about us. It's about the mom that never did any business on her own and had zero experience. Like Mr. Park had zero experience. He wasn't an engineer. He wasn't a chemist. And he developed and patented this product for us. So it's the same thing with us in this business. If you stick with it and stay consistent, you will succeed. You will get $50,000 paychecks per month if you stay consistent and work your business. And I'm saying those numbers because those numbers are real numbers. There's people in Color Street, there's people on our team that are making those checks. So if you stay consistent, that reality will be your reality. That is reaching out to your friends. That's reaching out on social media. You're picking up the phone and calling them. You're doing the trainings. And Christy's going to talk about some more trainings we're going to be doing that we really are wanting to get together. We want to be more present and help you because we see Mr. Park inspired us. We see his vision. Holding those nail bars and building relationships, asking your friends to hold nail bars for you, you will succeed with this. I'm looking at my agenda. Sorry, guys. So just Mr. Park's an amazing man. His vision for this company and where we will be in a few years is truly mind-blowing. I'm really blessed with this opportunity, and I hope you guys really understand the position you each are in right now. We are in such a pivotal point that this is going to be life-changing for each of you if you stay consistent and really work your business. And it doesn't really matter it's whatever goal you want to set for yourself. I want to share another little quote with you really quickly, and just keep this in mind when you're also talking about the opportunity, because your goal may not be that $40,000 paycheck per month. Your goal may be just to put your children through soccer or gymnastics or something. And so keep this in mind. The thing that you take for granted could be the one thing that others are praying for. And I heard that quote at retreat this weekend as well, and I loved it. So if this helps a mom put her kid through sports or activities, that is success. So just keep that in mind, that this is it's life-changing, and it doesn't matter the amount, it's what it's doing for the individual. So if it's $100 phone bill that's being paid, that's life-changing for some people. So we have this incredible opportunity, and I am so excited about it. All right, now, speaking of business and all of this, all of our exciting things that are coming. So we learned so much at retreat, and we're making some huge changes to help you in your business. So Christy, would you like to tell everybody about everything that's coming and what we're doing as a team to help?
Absolutely. And I just want to backtrack really quick, because what Laura said about whatever your goal is really resonates in my heart, because I don't want you guys to get freaked out when you see other people, ranking, and I don't want you to get nervous and upset and think, oh my God, I haven't hit that, and so it's not even worth doing it. You guys have to just keep going forward and have your goals set out in front of you so that they're a reminder every day. I want to tell you a little story. So I was leaving another company when I actually spoke to Laura about this opportunity. I had not even tried the product, but I saw what it was, and I knew that it was going to be special. And so I jumped on board, partly because I wanted to be a founding stylist. And I didn't really think much else about it. Didn't really do much planning to get my business up and running, because I was in the process of leaving another company. We were going on vacation. Actually, we were out in the middle of the ocean when we launched on June 12th. And I remember telling Laura, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this, but if I do, I only want a couple of extra $100 a month to help out with groceries. My husband's a cop. I kind of get emotional when I talk about my husband, because there is so much danger in being a cop, and my goal with anything that I've ever done since leaving corporate America was to just be able to help him make ends meet. We have 4 kids, and when I quit my job to stay at home to be with our little one, I saw so much pressure on my husband, and so my goal was $300. And I even told my best friend, like, hey, if I can make $300 a month, that's like one less overtime gig that my husband has to do to help pay our bills. And now fast forward, and it's just unreal the amount of money that I am making and the amount of money that others on the team are making. But I don't want you to think that whatever your goal is, that it's too small, because you know what? Those goals are yours, and I want you to own them. Those mean something to you. And this is about you and nobody else. So keep those goals in front of you at all times, because you know what? Laura and I have bad days too. But what I do know is that when Laura and I have bad days, we look at our vision board, we look at our why, and we're going to have some trainings about those things, but we look at those to remind us of this is why we do this crazy thing that we're doing, because we know that we're going to be able to fulfill those things. So Laura talked a little bit about Mr. Park's vision. His vision is amazing, and we have some amazing things to share with you. Oh, and Laura, it looks like we're at capacity, so we're going to have a lot of people that are going to be watching the replay. And we also have a lot of other cop wives on here. Love you guys. Anyway, so I tell you what, if we had not done anything this entire weekend but spend time with Mr. Park, my heart would have been full. And here's why. He has a heart of gold. So we were all called on Tuesday morning, basically, to rush to get out, to get to leadership a day early because of the big snowstorm that was coming into New Jersey. And so I had just gotten home from being on a trip with my parents. I had about 4 hours of sleep and had to get up and pack and get out the door to make my flight. So I was already a hot mess. Got to the airport, got to New Jersey, only to find out that my suitcase had been lost. So here I had a suitcase full of brand new clothes that I had bought just for leadership because, you know, I wear the mom uniform the rest of the time. So I had to go shopping, and I didn't have a suitcase. And so I was not sure when my suitcase was going to come. And Mr. Park got wind that not only had my suitcase been lost, but Katie Harbison's suitcase had been lost as well. And he heard about this while he was having dinner with us. And this is in the middle of this gigantic snowstorm where they had closed the malls. And he got out his phone, started calling around the stores to ask to open. And so he told Katie and I, come on, I'm going to, take you to Target so you guys can shop and get some stuff, because we had nothing. We didn't have toothbrushes. We had nothing but the clothes on our back. And so Mr. Park took time, and this was, in the evening time. He could have been home with his wife, but he took time to take us. And to me, that just shows what kind of heart he has. And he continued to show his true character the entire weekend, whether it was seeing us in the lobby and coming up and talking to us, to, stopping and having one-on-one conversations with us, getting to know us, joining us for lunch. He truly wants us to be happy, and he wants our feedback. And so those are some of the exciting things that we are going to share with you. So one of the things that Laura and I wanted to talk about first is some of the training. We really want to make sure that Team Rockstars and Team Daymakers and any of your teams that fall in that umbrella are a united front, and we want it to be more of a cohesive unit, because right now it feels kind of scattered, that all of us are doing some trainings here and there, and we really want it to be something that we are all doing together. And so Laura and I started to do some brainstorming yesterday about some things that we can do. And we're going to be working on those trainings, and more than likely they will be in a environment like this where we're on a Zoom call. We will have them recorded so that you can share them with your team. But we just want to be able to do this and have it be something that's beneficial to you. One of the things that I had mentioned to Laura is that I do a boot camp. And I had told her that I really wanted her team to be able to participate in those if that is something that you guys want to do. And so my boot camp is completely voluntary. And even though it's a boot camp, I like to call it like new stylist training. So when I have new people come on board, I tell them, hey, I have this boot camp and I would love for you to participate in it. It is Facebook based. I have a separate Facebook group where I do one post a day. And so you can do it on your time, whether it's in the morning or in the evening or anywhere in between. You can go in there. You can read the Facebook and participate in the challenges. And it's just a really good way for you to kind of kickstart your business. It's one post for 30 days. I don't do any posts on the weekend because I am a true believer in being able to spend time with your family. And so it's Monday through Friday, which allows you to work your business. And also on the weekends, you can spend time with your family, and you also have time for your events, because I know that some of you do your events on the weekends as well. So I will make sure that after this call that I post the link to that Facebook group on Laura's page. It's also a great opportunity if you're kind of feeling like you need a refresher in anything. You can go in there at any point and look around. But I cover everything from, you know, what to do before your kit comes to your launch, hostess coaching, social media training, time management, really all of the things that we want you to be able to achieve. And some of those topics, Laura and I are also going to take and do separate trainings on those, kind of like this, where we can have some input from you guys. One of the other really cool things about training that I wanted to mention, just because I'm thinking about it and we may forget, and this is very exciting, is Mr. Park has hired a trainer to be responsible for putting together some trainings for the company. And her name is Sarah Nilsson, and you may have heard of her. She's a really big deal. She was with Miriam. She was, I think, 5-star, whatever the top of their compensation plan is. So she's coming fresh out of that. She's been a top income earner in a lot of other companies, and Mr. Park hired her like 2 days before we came out there. So we had the opportunity to get to meet her. We had an opportunity to sit down and talk to her about some of our concerns, which you want me just to go into that right now, Laura, about the advisory board?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So one of the things that Sarah really wants to hone in on is being able to be responsive to the stylist and all of our concerns that you have. So one of the things that she is in the process of working on is advisory boards. And so those of us that were at the executive leadership retreat, we will be serving on advisory boards. And I'm just super excited about this. I think Laura is too, because they're there and they want to listen to us about what's working, what's not working, and ways that they can improve things. So there's going to be 3 different advisory boards: sales training, technology, and social media. Laura and I are not sure how that is all going to play out and what that looks like, but that is really exciting to have that, because that is going to be your voice. So once that's all set up, then you guys will have a way to filter concerns and praises to us. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'll let Laura go for a little bit, is technology. How many of you are super excited about a new back office, new software? Yay, I am. Can I tell you, yeah, how exciting this is. We have new software coming down. They are working on finalizing everything, but some of the things that this new software will be able to do is real-time promotions. Do you know what an awesome thing that will be when we can go in the back office and we can go, oh my God, Terry, you just promoted to whatever, or, oh my gosh, Barbara, you just hit director. And we don't have to wait until the end of the month at, 11:59 or whatever time zone you're in for that cutoff, sweating to see if you have made it. So that is going to be amazing. They have heard our concerns about, the parties and closing parties, hostess credits, all of that stuff. So they're working on that. We're going to have easier reports, be able to kind of maximize what we're doing in the report section. There's going to be some new apps. So they are looking at a mobile app where we can just get on from our phone, both from a stylist viewpoint as well as a customer viewpoint. So there's just so many exciting things about the new software.
Yeah, the full mobile optimization is going to be incredible. Like, because right now, how user-friendly or mobile-friendly our website is now. I can't imagine how it's going to be with the new changes, right?
Absolutely. And they've recognized, I see everybody's comments about can't wait, how it's not user-friendly, and they are aware of that. But, one thing that I did give feedback to both Mr. Park and to Glenn, and Glenn is the one that does our pay. So y'all should just be praising Glenn anytime you can. But one of the praises that I shared is that, honestly, I think for as new as this company is, we have a lot of really good things about our website, because coming from my previous company, it's just far above and beyond what we had. And to know that, we're only 8 months in, whatever we're in, that they have been able to do what they have done in such a short period of time. So I'm just like super excited.
Yeah. So somebody asked, when do they anticipate the change? They said sometime later this year. I believe it was later this summer. Is that right, Chrissy? I think.
Yeah, they said that some of the things, sorry, my kiddo's trying to ask for something here. They said that some of the things they would be able to implement pretty quickly with the software that they have now. But as far as the new software, we were told sometime this summer. So, continue to hang out, and who knows, maybe they'll surprise us and it'll be before then. And then, we can just be super excited about it.
Absolutely. Anybody else questions? See if I see any questions here. No more. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Are we ready to hear the next new things? Christy, did you want to say any more about the technology?
Nope, I think that's all the notes I had.
Okay. All right. All right, new items. We actually have the capability of producing our own upsell items. And these are already in the works. We already have machines to make these items. We are going to have lotions for upsell. It's our own branded that we make ourselves. I mean, I'm telling you, Mr. Park is a genius. He's amazing. So there's no waiting times for a manufacturer. We are our own manufacturer, which is incredible. We're not buying this from China. We're making it. Cuticle oil. Same thing. We're making our own product. Some different techniques on our nail polish strips, 3D printing, holographic, textured nails. We're going to have hostess exclusive items. We saw the nail polish and the 3D printing is pretty amazing. What did you think of it, Christy?
Oh my God, it was amazing. And also, he showed us strips that were scented. So
yeah, scented.
That's the thing. Yeah, and what's amazing is because of his past and history with Avon, L'Oreal, Sally Hansen, he has already like developed these methods, and now it's just a matter of perfecting them, and then, you know, like test market, keeping up with the trends. Like every place we went in the home office, there was all about style and everything. So now, you know, he's just honing in on that. But oh my God, the holographic nails were amazing. The textured ones where you could actually feel like little, the one that I saw you, Laura, was the leopard one, where it was leopard print, and then the little polka dots on the leopard print were raised, and so you could feel them. It was just amazing. He has said when that will be. But again, here's the thing. He's developed all of that, and he had told me the other night when we were going to Target that basically all he has to do is say, you know, like call down to where they're making the strips in home office and say, okay, you know, let's start making the lotion, or let's start printing the holographic, because he is in charge of it, and it is right there. Like Laura said, he doesn't have to wait. He doesn't have to call China. He doesn't have to wait for things to come through custom. It's all right there.
It's all ready to go. Will it snap? No, it won't snap. It's smooth. It's it's a smooth texture. It's nice. I can't explain. I can't really explain it, but I loved it. I want them for my nails. It's kind of like if you went and got your nails done at the salon and you had some really neat designs on them. That's kind of what it would feel like.
No, I mean, please don't share some of this new stuff that's coming, like specifics. I mean, what you can tell your customers is, you know what, there are a lot of exciting things that are coming our way. Mr. Park is aware of requests, and he's aware of market trends. And I would just leave it at that, because basically when we went to home office, we had to leave our cell phones. We couldn't take our cell phones in or a notepad or anything when we went down to see the strips being made. And we saw the strips from the very beginning down to where they were sorting and packaging them, which, on a side note, I know we have so many people that are Tokyo Lights lovers, and we actually got to see them mixing the glitter for the Tokyo Lights. And something that was absolutely mind-blowing is the guy doing it was like a complete freaking like scientist, because he was just pouring stuff in. There was no measuring, and he was then like spreading it out on a piece of paper, and it was perfect every single time. And can we tell you one little secret? Do you know what? There is purple in Tokyo Lights. How many of you have seen purple in your Tokyo Lights? You probably haven't now. But if you have Tokyo Lights, I just took mine off because I put one of the new designs on. But I have Tokyo Lights on my toes. And I asked my husband earlier, what colors do you see in here? And he named off the other ones, did not see purple until I told him purple. And then he goes, oh my God, you're right. There's purple in there. So just amazing.
Yeah, like the first time that when we saw the purple in there, I'm like, holy crap. I was like, now I see the purple. Like, oh my gosh. And then he's doing everything by hand, and I mean everything is manually mixed in such a delicate manner, I guess. And it's mind blowing. I really hope, you know, you guys all like will work and strive, and they'll offer this opportunity to go to home office again, because if you can earn that trip again, it is well worth it, and you will love everything that you see. Okay, let's see. Where are we? I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, Hostess exclusive. Talk about
Hostess exclusive items. Don't know exactly what those will be, but we are going to have Hostess exclusive items. Could be nail sets, could be lotions, cuticle. We don't know. We just know they're going to be Hostess exclusives because they heard us in the field that we needed that, and they are answering it. So we should see that soon. We will probably know more about that at conference. I suspect, you know, more announcements on that at conference. So again, please keep all of this information to yourself, top secret. You are all getting in. You're all cleared to hear all this. Okay, so another thing is gift boxes. Oh my gosh. Christy, do you have one with you right now to show them?
It's in the other room. I can run really quick and get it. Let me go get it.
Okay, go get it. So we're gonna have gift boxes to put our nail polish in to give as a gift. They are amazing. Once Christy shows you, they are they feel expensive, they look expensive. It's really nice, and it'll be a nice little touch for us as an upsell item. It's all about getting our dollar point higher to help you in your sales and hostess credits and whatnot. This pack, the gift boxes are so pretty. You back yet? Oh, Chrissy's back.
I am back, but you know what? I haven't even opened one. I showed you guys on my team page the other day where one of the girls was opening it, but I haven't even opened one. So, whew, I'm out of breath. They come like this, and I don't know if Laura told you, but Mr. Park's envision for the new packaging is that they will fit inside of this. Okay, so you open it up, and it's got our taglines, which I love. And then, look, there's actual sticky notes. I'm not going to take it off, but there's the sticky things here so that you can, you guys see that? So you can actually stick them to here. But basically, this is what it looks like. And then this flap comes down. And obviously, if I use the sticker, but you guys, this is sturdy. You would think because it folds up that it would be flimsy, but this is sturdy. And the new packaging will fit right into here.
So, yes, you guys heard that right. We are getting new packaging. I didn't share that yet.
Oh, sorry.
Packaging, but there was so much going on at the trip. We didn't get to see the new packaging yet, but they've already made it, are in the process of finishing that. So we entirely new brand, not necessarily new branding, but in a way, yes, new packaging, more upscale, because his vision is for this to be a more upscale brand versus how we are right now. He wants it a little bit more like when they think of Color Street to have a higher appeal, higher value appeal. Yes, so many opportunities to come.
And speaking of packaging and branding, when we pulled up to home office, it used to say, I guess, in Cocoa up at the top, and there wasn't anything Color Street related. And I actually have pictures that I'm going to share on my team page, and I will put them on Laura's team page as well for those of you that aren't on my team page. But when you pull up to home office now, it says Color Street up at the top, and then you can barely see it, but there is in Cocoa. But everything in home office is branded with Color Street. There is in Cocoa stuff still in the warehouse because he is still shipping that to Japan, but he told us basically that starting soon, if it hasn't already happened, that when somebody goes to incoco.com, it's going to redirect them to the Color Street site. He has heard our input and knows that InCoco is going to be scaled back and eventually will be gone, and it will just be Color Street. But as Laura mentioned, InCoco was kind of like the path that paved the way for Color Street. So, you know, if you have customers that ask or new team members that ask, tell them that. And you know what? If it wasn't for InCoco, we wouldn't be sitting here today. But Mr. Park knows that Color Street is the brand of the future.
Exactly. It's so nice to see all of that when you walk in home office. Everything is Color Street. You don't even see InCoco hardly at all. So that just shows and speaks volumes of what Mr. Park really has, the vision that he has for Color Street and where he wants to take it. Dawn Pearson, she asked, what does that mean? When would we use gift boxes? Okay, gift boxes are for your gifts. Any gifts your hostess wants to buy a gift for a friend, or your customers, gifts for friends, gifts for whomever. Put these strips in there. The new packaging that Mr. Park is getting, so the current packaging is not going to exist anymore. Don't know when that's going to change over, but Mr. Park is changing it, and that packaging will fit perfectly inside the new gift boxes. They're going to be about a Christmas card size. Is that what a Christmas card size package? He did not show us what it looked like. There was just so much going on. We didn't have the time to look at that packaging, but it will be a Christmas card size packaging from now on. They're going to be probably sometime after conference. That's what we're expecting. We're expecting more information from conference will happen. Whenever when they will discuss about that. So also moving on a little bit from the new packaging, we are going to have a jewelry box to keep our nail polishes in that we'll be able to buy and for our customers to buy. Not necessarily. You won't need to. Sorry, somebody asked if you will need to change your displays. Probably not. I don't know what the new packaging looks like, but you can adjust it, I'm sure.
Linda, we're gonna talk about conference here in a few minutes.
Yes, we'll get there. Patience, little ones. Patience. Nail polishes? Yes, our nail polish strips. Okay, yes, okay. Our jewelry box. We're going to have like a jewelry box-like thing to keep our nail polish strips.
And it'll have like a drawer and...
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't see it. But it's coming. I saw cases and boxes, and I don't know if that was it. He didn't show us.
Y'all, we were too busy in every room that we went trying to be like incognito, looking at all of the stacks of strips and like seeing which ones were the new ones, because they were in every freaking room that we went into, and we were trying not to get in trouble. And Mr. Park would say, "Get over here." You know, like, so there were a lot of things that we didn't see.
Right. It was so much chaos, but it was so good. So good. Okay, Chrissy, you want to talk about the new styles?
Yes. One thing really quickly, I want you guys to write this down. When we talk about Incoco, Mr. Park said something that every single person there was like, whoa. And he said, what other company can control their competition? We are the only company that is kind of in this industry that can control our competition. And what he means by that is the competition is Incoco. Well, he developed Incoco. He owns Incoco. So write that down. There is no other company in this industry that can say that. So when people are worried about Incoco, remind them of that. Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's see, new styles. So one of the things that Mr. Park had noticed, or not noticed, but had mentioned to us is that they are going to be launching new styles all the time. He said that what he would like to do is have new styles launched every month. Can you guys imagine what that'll look like for your business when we have new styles coming out every month? Not, you know, every 3 or 4 months, but every month. He has so many designs and colors that he can do that. And again, he can just walk down there and say, okay, let's do this one now. Speaking of being ahead of the game, he is already preparing Halloween and Christmas. So that is something that is already in the...
Until decided to go to bed. I told him, but he...
Okay. And then also, just a reminder, because, you know, I don't think you know, but our spring styles launch tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And you guys saw the little previews Christy and I shared, right? So, super excited about those new styles. They're so much more prettier in person. the little videos we didn't do it justice at all. Like I've already got a couple of my favorites.
Yeah, Barbara, you know what? He talked about maybe at some point having contests. He wants to develop strips for autism and, you know, other charities, that sort of thing. So they continue to get requests for those, and he is aware of that. And again, you know, it's like he doesn't have to wait for somebody somewhere else to do it. He can just say, develop a design and let's get it done. And we saw that with our Olympic strips. I mean, hello. So awesome.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, he's going to be doing all kinds of, he's also developing, he'd like to do a foundation, Color Street Foundation, so donating a portion of proceeds. He hasn't really figured those out yet, how he's going to do that, but eventually we're going to have a Color Street Foundation, and the money is going to be used to help charities. I couldn't think straight. So I don't know what the charity exactly we're going to support, but it's going to be called the Color Street Foundation.
There was not any mention of any licensed characters, so nothing about Disney or any of that.
That is a good one.
That doesn't mean that it won't happen. That's just, you know, it takes a long time to get licensing rights and all of that. So I don't think he's focused right now.
Yeah, he's been doing this business for 30 years. He hasn't focused on that yet, but it's not to say that it's not going to come. And it's something that Christy and I can actually talk to you about. Kids line. Yes, it was actually mentioned, Kylie. It's called the petite line. He's already got it in the process. That is going to come out.
A strip.
Yes, it's super cute. And that is going to be released very soon. I don't remember a specific timeline. Do you remember, Christy? I'm thinking conference.
I don't think he ever said, but he just strip and said, this is the petite line. It sounded like they were still trying to work on perfecting the sizes, because that's when then he talked about how they measured 10,000 hands over the course of a year to get the sizes of the adult strips, where 99% of the population can fit in one of those strips.
Yes. What else do we got?
I think you should talk about countries, Laura.
Okay. Let's go to countries. So, you guys interested in anything going international? We've got 5 countries in the works within the next 1 to 4 years. Canada. We are launching in Canada sometime after conference this year.
I just got goosebumps.
I know, I did too. I'm so excited.
And we've known about this for a couple of days, and I'm still getting goosebumps.
I know. Okay, so keep this quiet. Again, all top secret. Australia. We're going to Australia, Japan, London, and Korea. So if you've got networks in those areas, start building them now. Start building those relationships and keep them in the loop. So whenever we get the okay to go, you're ready and running out the door. So, and Coco has literally, Christy mentioned this earlier, paved the way for Color Street. It paved the way for the Color Street Highway. I mean, this is all going to explode our businesses. Like, there's no tomorrow. So if you work it, you stay consistent, you're going to succeed. You're going to see whatever goal you've set for yourself, whether, whatever it is that you're wanting or needing this business for, if it's to pay your phone bill, or to put your kids through school activities, or to build a really lasting legacy for your family. The 40, 50, 100K months, that's checks per month, and that's people that's already making that in this business now. In Color Street, on our team, are making those checks. So it's very true, like, it's reality. And if you do that, work it. All right.
Nicole, you're right. Those are big beauty industries. And Mr. Park was telling us that when Japan, was it New Skin? Yeah, it was New Skin. When New Skin launched in Japan, they sold $1 billion in 1 year. Let's see, Barbara. Yes, Puerto Rico. You can recruit people in Puerto Rico now. At one point, we were told no, but they did confirm that you can recruit in Puerto Rico now. So get on that. And you can't, again, what I would say when you're talking about recruiting, just say, you know what, we're going to start launching in some different countries very soon. I would not actually mention them because, again, Mr. Park is in the process of signing contracts, working through customs, like all of that stuff. And so I would hate for us to say, oh, we're going to launch here. And then if something happened, then you're going to lose your credibility with your customers. So just be kind of general, but heck yeah, be like, you know what? We are expanding and we're taking off. And if you don't come with us now, you're going to wish you did.
Right, exactly. Yes, yeah, we're going to England. Where are we? So yeah, just kind of be mindful, if you have relationships already in there, don't go out there posting, I'm looking for people. Don't do that because we don't have the okay for that. But just if you have connections in those countries, you can put the bug in their ear. Eventually, we're going to go there. If you're interested in doing what I'm doing, let's stay connected. But don't go out putting ads or anything of that nature because we don't have the approval for that. We don't want to ruin anything. Did he mention ideas about how production will keep up when we go international? See, that's the thing he's going to do slowly because he does have he's got new shipping machines that are coming in and packaging. And this is a great thing. Normally, manufacturers, when they start to automize everything, they start, oh gosh, I'm so tired. I can't think straight. I'm excited. I'm like all over there. When they start automizing everything, like shipping and packaging, they usually lay off their employees because machines are doing it. Mr. Park said he is not going to lay off any of his employees. He cares about them. And that just speaks volumes about his character and what he sees for his company and his employees, that he respects them. And I really like being aligned with a company, especially and an owner, founder of this company because of the type of person he is, his beliefs, his values, and how he respects his employees. So they won't lay anyone off. So they are going to be upping production. Right now they're producing anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 shipments per day, which is huge because we went from 500 to 8,000 pretty quickly. And he is hiring more people, and this should be, he wants to make sure shipping is under control before we launch internationally. So he's going to do it slowly. That's why it's going to take, he said, at least 4 years probably before we're in all of those countries. But once we get it under control, I mean, for us to go from 500 to 8,000 packages per day in 8 months is pretty incredible. Usually companies don't do that. How about, Emily says, how about just keeping up with production currently? It's probably the most frustrating thing. We're doing pretty well with production right now. We're not sitting on anything. Say anything about his future commitment to not testing on animals. Will he maintain his current stance? Correct. He will. He stays where he is. He's been non-testing on animals for years. 30 years. He's not going to go past that. Oh, yeah. Can we mute everyone? Let me see. I don't know if it'll let me, but let me look. So if you guys are not asking questions, can you guys just mute yourselves, please? There's some background noise and people are. Yes, Shannon, if they have an APO address, we can mail to them. Okay. Back to other stuff. Christy? You want to talk about our customer service or anything else you want to share?
Yeah. So Mr. Park and Melissa and Glenn and everybody there is aware of the customer service issues that we have had. And again, since we're such a new company, you know, they're trying to keep up with everything. But Mr. Park did let us know that he has 4 girls now in customer service, and they are interviewing and training every single day. He said that there is not a day that goes by that he is not interviewing for either customer service or graphic design or shipping or whatnot. And so they are working on that. One of the things that they mentioned to us that they would like to see from us in an effort to kind of cut down on the amount of emails that they're getting and how proficient they can be in making sure that they are trying to solve our problems is, first and foremost, if you guys have a problem, let's try to utilize all of the resources that we have. So do a search in, you know, your team page or in Laura's team page or my team page to see if that same question or problem has been addressed before. If it's not, put it out there on our page and ask, and maybe somebody can help you. If you still need help, reach up to your upline. So start with your sponsor and then work up. Don't go directly, you know, to me or to Laura or to Dawn, or don't just automatically email customer service. We have checks and balances in place, and you know what, 9 times out of 10, we can solve the problem without ever having to email customer service. However, if you do have to email customer service, and we are going to get to a point where you can call customer service, but they're still working on all that, but they know that it would be nice to be able to pick up a phone and talk to a human instead of having to wait for a response back. But when you are emailing customer service, they have asked that in the subject line, you put the nature of your problem so that when those emails are coming in, they can sort them quickly and get them to the right person to answer the questions. So if you have a lost order, you know, up in the subject line, put lost order, and then you can put the order number. If it's damaged kit, put that. Whatever it may be, just put the nature of the email in the subject line so they can sort them. Let's see. I think that was about it for customer service. I mean, they really do understand some of the frustrations, and they're working really hard to make sure that we have a customer service department that's going to be top notch.
Yeah, right now there's we got to meet everyone that was in customer service, and there are 4 individuals in it right now. So he's looking to hire more, and like Christy said, he's doing interviews daily. So just be mindful of that, and think, you know, and let your team know there are only 4 individuals right now currently, and to take those steps like Christy mentioned to find your answers. Can we recruit in all U.S. territories? Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah, because it's all of them are U.S. territories. Yeah, before we weren't we were told no before, and that was made we were corrected while we were at the retreat. So did you hear anything else, Christy?
Nope, that was all I'd heard about that. And Mr. Park was very apologetic about that, saying, well, you know, he had no idea that we were told no. So yeah, it's free for you guys to recruit there. So, and then I think the last thing that we wanted to talk about was convention. I know that you are all dying to know more details about convention. And right now, we have been sworn to secrecy about where convention is going to be, but what they have told us is that there should be an announcement this week. They are finalizing up some things and want to make sure that everything is in place before they go ahead and announce that to everyone. They did say, I know, Linda, it's frustrating. What they did say is that the cost is going to be approximately $175 for the ticket for the actual convention. And then the room rate that they have gotten will be based on 4 people, excuse me, in a room. So it's going to be very economical for, people to attend. So I know that Laura and I both would like to encourage you to make every effort that you can to get to convention, just because there's nothing better than being in a room with your team, with all like-minded individuals. You'll be able to meet Melissa and Mr. Park, and it's just a really good way to kind of propel your business and again, treating it like a business and treating this as like a business meeting that you're required to go to. So, start putting, if money's an issue, start putting away a little bit of every commission check you get or your rebates when they're coming in. Put some of that aside for that. So I would just like to encourage you all to make an effort to be there. I'd love to have you guys there. Anything you have, Laura?
Absolutely. It would be great to see you guys. I'm sure we'll do something as a team. I was saying that I would love to see everybody at conference. I think my internet's a little slow.
They have asked us not to share the room rate. So it's coming.
Sorry. Yeah, it's coming. My internet's not working for some reason.
That's fine. I'll answer. Okay. We don't know.
The information will be this week about the conference.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it. Is your internet okay, Laura? Okay, you guys, it looks like
my internet just went out, I think, guys.
It looks like Laura's internet is going away, but I will share. Okay. They will have location, they will have room rates, they will have the ticket prices, they will have all of the information about conference hopefully this week. They did let us know that, again, they are finalizing stuff, and I know it was kind of a teaser for Laura and I to talk about it, but we know that you guys have been wanting to know like every single day, and we are anxious as well. So I would just say that to hang tight because it should be coming this week. I mean, Melissa said her goal was by the end of this week. So just a couple more days.
Yeah, just a couple more days. Just be patient. I hope you guys can hear me. It's been all in and out.
Well, I don't have anything else, Laura.
That's it. I hope you guys are excited about all the new things as much as we are. A lot of great information, a lot of upsell opportunity in the future. So I'm excited, I hope. And we're going to start, as Christy said, teaming up together for trainings. We're going to be doing some one-on-ones to help you as well with your sponsors and a lot of good things. I'm really excited about this in our future.
Me too. And Maureen, we're going to be doing more of these combined team meetings as well. I know that Laura and I both, this is something that we've wanted to do for a long time, and it seems like because our team has grown so big so quickly that it's been a little harder to implement, like Laura having her own and me having my own. So we're just going to start doing some of these. I think Laura and I will be sending out a poll probably in the next day or so to get your feedback about how often that we do this. We would love for it to be something that is going to be beneficial for you. So we don't want it to be something that you don't look forward to. So we need to be able to find that fine balance between, having it often enough that it's beneficial for you, but not so much that it's hampering you working your business and, you know, your other job and spending time with your family and all of that.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out. And I will email the recording out to everybody and to your team, so for those that didn't get to see it. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You're welcome.